What's up, everyone? Eddie Mercado here with BloodyElbow.com, and I'm about to speak with the Ultimate Fighter Season 23 finalist, Amanda Bobby Cooper, as she is headed to Belfast, Northern Ireland for UFC Fight Night 99 on November 19th. She will be taking on Anna Elmose and looking for her first official win inside of the UFC. So let's give Amanda Cooper a call and find out what she's been up to since the show ended and find out what we can expect from her in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Mrs. Amanda Bobby Cooper, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you so much for taking out the time. I know how busy you are, so I really appreciate you penciling me in. Huge fight on your hands. You're headed to Belfast, Northern Ireland, UFC Fight Night 99. Of course, you're coming off the Ultimate Fighter Season 23 finale. And I think you're probably in the running for the most deceptive record out of anyone in the UFC. You're 1-2. However,
I'm 2-2.
Oh, you're 2-2. Okay, excuse me. Apologies. But you've already won 3 fights this year alone. So your record doesn't exactly speak to your performances in the cage. Now, what does it feel like coming off the show? I mean, you're headed over to Ireland. I mean, it's got to be like a whirlwind, kind of. I mean, are you getting recognized in the streets from the show?
Not a little bit. Like I've been recognized before. I'm not in Michigan right now, which is where my home state is. So it's a little bit more difficult to be noticed. But I went to the mall the other day, and a girl that was working there recognized me. It was really cool. Yeah, it's exciting. I had so much fun on the show that it was one of the best experiences of my life. So I'm really happy for that. And, I'm fighting in Ireland, and I get to travel the world and get paid to punch people in the face. It's really a dream come true for me, at least.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like the life, honestly. Now, you were on The Ultimate Fighter Season 23. What's it like being in the house and just every fight is short notice? And, I mean, what was the overall experience like?
It was wonderful. You find out a lot about yourself and who you are as a person and who you are as a professional athlete, I'm very reliant on my coaches and my team, and I'm very close to them. So to be taken away from everything and my family, and I'm very close to my family as well. I had to figure out, like, who I was when I wasn't with them. And, I realized I was a very hard worker even when no one was looking. And I strive to be the best, even when no one's around to see me. And I think that's what made me be so successful in the house was the pressure, was that, I didn't have time to be nervous for the fight. I had to just, all right, and next Tuesday you're fighting and you have a week to prepare. I'm like, all right, no time to get nervous, just time to, I've already put in the work. I believe in myself, so let's just see what I can do.
Okay, now, you had a couple vicious performances on the show. 2 submissions and 1 really decisive decision. Now, I mean, I don't want to say you fight angry, but you definitely have this fire to you. You have this intensity. Where does that come from?
I really don't know, because I don't like conflict. I really don't like the idea of fighting. It's always weird. I always tell people I don't like fighting, but I like to win, and I don't like competition. I don't know. It's a weird thing in my mind. But for some reason, when I feel like I see them hurt or I see blood, I go for it. I love the fight. I love fighting. Really, it's a weird thing. I've been doing it my whole life, and I've been interviewed before after fights, and they're like, "Why are you smiling the whole time?" I'm like, "I don't know. I'm smiling, but it's fun. Like I just have a blast doing it." And that's when I know I'm the best, is when I'm having fun. And I think everyone's that way. But there'll be times, like maybe the first round, I'm always like, feeling it out and trying to get in it, and I'm not having fun. And all of a sudden, like, it'll hit me, and I'll be like, oh, I'm in a fight. And then I'll be like 30 seconds later, I'm like, this is fun now. Like, as soon as it hits me that I'm in a fight, it takes me a little bit. I'm always a late starter. But like a minute into the fight, I'll be like, oh shit, I'm in a fight. And then it'll become fun again.
Okay. You say you're a slow starter, but I mean, you have definitely finished people rather quickly. Now, what would you say is your biggest takeaway from being on the show?
My biggest takeaway, I like I said before, like just the independence, I've changed a lot as a fighter since that show. Like I said, I've relied a lot more, relied on me to do a lot more of my training camp and go make the run, go get up at 5 a.m., go do all the things that I never wanted to do before. I would kind of wait for someone to tell me what to do. I would do it. But now, it feels better coming from me and me wanting to put more work in as opposed to being told what to do. And I think in the house, that's what I had to do all the time was the coaches, they did care for us. They did want us to win, but not individually. It wasn't like it was all for me or all for someone else.
Right.
They cared about us all. So I felt like it was up to me to do the rest of the work and to mentally prepare. And so I think that's just what I took away from it the most, was just being more independent and believing in myself a lot.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so you made it to the finale and you faced Tatiana Suarez. A very exciting bout. I mean, it was really back and forth, and it didn't go the whole round, but you each had your moments. She got an early takedown, then you threatened with an early armbar submission. She managed to escape, and in a transition, winded up catching a Darce. Now, what was your thoughts on your performance in that fight?
Obviously, I'm not happy with it. She darts me in training, so I knew it was gonna happen. That's probably why it did happen. It's just I built it up a little bit, and I defend. I worked on my defense, and I worked on a lot of stuff for that fight camp. And for everything I worked in, that's usually what happens. You work, and it doesn't happen, and you're like, damn, that's what did I train all that for? It's upsetting, I'm upset with the results. I wanted to win, obviously, but every time I've lost, I've gotten better, and I think I have a better opportunity coming from the loss than I do from the win. Honestly, I'm very young still in the sport. I have a lot to improve. I know I'm not where I want to be or where I need to be the best right now. So had I won, maybe in 2 fights I'm fighting for a title that I'm not ready for. I think I need to. The loss sets me back, but it motivates me. Like you said, my record's deceiving. So I think where I'm set right now is fight in Ireland, fighting someone that's on my level, that I train hard for her, I beat her, and then I work my way back up there. And as I'm working my way back up there, I'm getting better, I'm getting more experience, and I'm meeting more people and networking and traveling. And I think that's just where I need to be right now. Okay.
Now, after the show, I mean, did you kind of find some normalcy, or have you still been trying to keep it constantly moving, constantly outside of your comfort zone?
No, I after the show, after the finale.
Right.
Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, after the finale, I was pretty upset. I went on vacation, and had a good time. I needed that, just go away for a little bit and see family and enjoy that. And then I got right back to training. And now I changed a little bit of my training and where I'm training at. And right now, I went to Texas and trained with a couple good fighters out there and a good team. And now I'm in Spokane, Washington, training with Juliana Pena and Elizabeth Phillips and Rick Little. And I'm really liking it here. I'm getting good training here, and it feels good to be in a different area and a different people. And it feels kind of like the house. I don't have distractions. I only have to worry about me. I'm in this area. I'm bored most of the time, other than training. So it feels like I'm here for a fight, just like I did in the house. And that's how I think I train better. I perform better when I'm in this certain type of situation.
Yeah, I mean, from what I'm hearing, it's so many distractions are out there with just people and obligations, and it just can really take away from a fight camp. And MMA is a selfish sport. It's like, yes, you have coaches, you have teammates, but it really is only you in there. So you really have to look out for number one.
Yeah, really in fight camp, I only care about me. It sounds bad, at my old gym, I would teach private lessons and teach classes, and I had to take care of my dogs, and I have a family dinner every Sunday, and I'm around food that I don't want to eat and I can't eat, and it's a hassle. It's small. I know I'm very lucky the lifestyle I live, but when I'm in fight camp, I only want to focus on me. I only want to think about me. And so when I'm away, and all I do is wake up, think about training, eat perfect, be perfect, rest when I need to rest. Resting is huge. Resting is very important. When I'm not training, I'm literally sleeping all day. So I'm glad that I have this situation right now.
Okay, now November 19th, UFC Fight Night 99, Belfast, Ireland. Have you ever been to Europe?
No, I have not. I'm very excited.
Awesome. What are some of the sites you plan on seeing while you're over there?
the UFC octagon. That's about it. I don't. Yeah, I'm there for business. I'm not there for play. Once I get in there, I'm merely focusing on my media obligations and my weight cut, and that's about it. And I think I leave like a day after, so I don't have much time to play. I have about one day after. I wish I could stay a little longer. It could be something I do later in the future, but right now I'm just thinking about business and fighting and then the celebration after.
Okay, now how soon before the fight do you actually head out there?
I leave out about 6 days beforehand.
Okay. Now, is it going to be kind of on U.S. time? Or do you think it's going to be?
It's going to be like Ireland. Like I think it's going to be like a 2 p.m. show here in the U.S.
Okay, so what are you doing to kind of prepare for that kind of time adjustment?
Yeah. I like my training's all over now. I may train 9 a.m. I may train 9 p.m. Every day is a little different for me. So, yeah, just training. I'm training all different times. 4 p.m., 2 p.m. training to that 2 and 9, and every day's like I said, every day's different. I don't know exactly. Once I get down there, I'm gonna train at a local gym at the time that I'll be fighting, and then try to get used to the time difference. And I'm sure it'll be all right since I'm already training at completely different times.
Okay. I hear kind of training at, never the same time is actually really beneficial. It kind of shocks the body and prevents you from plateauing sooner. So I've heard good things about that.
I agree. I mean, I think a lot of things that people say or what's good or what's bad is a mindset. If you're used to training at this time every single day and then someone's like, sorry, you're going to have to switch it 6 hours before. And you're like, what? I don't usually train at that time. What if I'm tired? It's a mindset. I'm used to training all different times. You can put me in the cage right now. I'm going to fight. It's a combat sport. You can wake me up at 3 a.m. and some girl's trying to take my dog and I'll fight her. It's just all a mindset. And, that's how we feel about body shots too.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, on your plate, Anna Elmose, we saw her debut against Germaine Durandamy. She's a bit of a striker, but she had some fits with the knees in the clinch. Now, in your fight with Jamie Moyle, you kind of unloaded some knees from the clinch on her, which seemed to suck the life out of her a little bit. Have you looked at that as maybe a key for you to get inside and maybe get the fight to the ground?
Yeah, I think so. I looked at this is the first time actually that I've studied a lot of my opponent. I've watched numerous tapes over and over again, and instead of just watching them and waiting for them to make a mistake, because anyone can make a mistake. Oh, this was a mistake. She got swept here, but anyone can make a mistake. I've made mistakes, but I've learned from them. I look for tendencies that she does every fight, whether it's a kickboxing match or MMA fight. And I found a lot of things that she does the same over and over and over again. And that is what I'm training for. I'm not specifically training. I don't feel like that she's great in any area. Like she's not a crazy good striker. She's not a crazy good grappler, a crazy good wrestler. Pretty good at everything. So it's not like I need to game plan specifically, like not to get taken down or to get the takedown. I just found a lot of things that she does the same in every fight. The way her hands move when she clinches, where her arms go on the wall, everyth's the same. She's very predictable now that I've seen enough of her fights to know what her game plan is on each area. And yeah, I think she does struggle a lot with the clinch, and it's something that I've developed into a good part of my game plan. And that's not necessarily what I'm gonna, I'm gonna go for a clinch and finish her with knees, because who's to say that's gonna happen again? But I'm gonna, if it's there, I'm gonna use it to my advantage.
Okay, now how do you see it playing out? You think it's gonna go the distance, or you think you're gonna get her out of there?
No, I think I'm gonna finish her with strikes in the second round. That's what I've been visualizing. She comes out pretty hard the first round. I think that she throws a ton of shots and tries to clinch up right away, but it tires her out almost in every single fight. And she's cutting down to 115, so it should be even worse for her. I think the second round she'll be pretty exhausted, and I'll start finding my distance and my range and setting up shots a lot more.
Okay, awesome. So with a win, what would be next for you?
Just another fight that's good for me, that challenges me, that makes me work hard during fight camp. a fight that I'm not in over my head, but I just plan on keep progressing as a fighter and training and finding the right spot for me. And yeah, like I said, I want to work my way up to where I belong, and I do believe that one day I will fight for a title and be the champion, but I do need to get there. And fights like this is how I will get there.
Okay, now do you have any sponsors or people you want to give a shout out to?
I don't have a ton of sponsors. I'm looking. I just recently got an agent that's helping me find some stuff, but no luck now. Yeah, I need more. I need help. I know people want to help me too, so I'll find them, but I'm not too worried about it right now. I definitely have a lot of people that have helped me out for this training camp though. One of my friends that works for Unique, she paid for my plane tickets out to Washington, and
awesome.
she's a makeup sponsor of mine because I love makeup. So she sends me makeup and keeps me happy with it. That's like a perfect sponsorship for me.
Yeah, that's awesome.
She helped me pay for she used to wrestle back in the days, so she understands women's sports, and she loves women's MMA. So she's helped me out a lot and got me my plane ticket, and Doc Howie, he helped me a lot with my plane tickets too. So all my planes have been taken care of because of people that support me, and I really appreciate them.
Yeah, that's definitely amazing. Support is a huge part of the game. It really is.
Huge as a fighter, yeah.
Yeah. Now, how can people follow you along on your journey? What are your social media platforms?
I have Twitter and Instagram. They're the same handle. It's at ABC Nation 115. My weight class, obviously. I should probably make it ABC Nation 116 because hell no, I'll never make 115. I need that 115. And then I am on Facebook, and I have a fan page on Facebook that I post a lot on. And I don't know exactly what my YouTube account is, but I have a YouTube account, and I put all my videos on there so people can go to and just continue to look through videos of mine, training footage, fights, whatever.
Okay, well, ABC, Amanda Bobby Cooper, thank you so much for taking out the time. UFC Fight Night 99, Belfast, Ireland. You have Anna Elmose on your plate. Best of luck to you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am. Stay in touch. So there you have it. Amanda Bobby Cooper set to head to Belfast, Northern Ireland to take on Anna Elmose at UFC Fight Night 99 on November 19th. Go check it out. In the meantime, you can read me on bloodyelbow.com. Follow me on Twitter at @TheEddieMercado. And go be a good person.